What's going on, YouTube? It's Nick from Noobkill coming at you with another NBA Infinite mobile video, guys. I have been just absolutely addicted to this game, man. You guys can see how many videos we've been posting on this game. Of course, I've been just nonstop playing 3v3 rank. It's been so much fun, guys. So if you guys haven't checked out the game, go ahead and check it out in the Google Play and App Store, of course. Now, in today's video, we are working with NBA Infinite and the Courtside Creators crew to bring you guys here a tips and tricks video, man. Now, of course, if you guys are content creators or want to be a content creator for NBA Infinite and want to join the Courtside Creator crew, I will leave a link in the description so you can go ahead and apply to that and all that goodness, guys. But yeah, man, in today's video, this is a little tips and tricks and a beginner's guide of things that I have picked up while playing this game and all that goodness. Now, of course, I want to say the number one thing that you guys need to turn on is in settings. So of course, just go to the settings right there at the top right of the main hub right there, and you guys can see the little settings. Go ahead and tap that, and once you guys are in settings, scroll down a little bit just past languages, and you guys can see it says heat map. At default, it is turned off. Go ahead and turn that bad boy on, man. You guys want to have that so you guys have the information of whatever player you guys are using. So, for example, right here, we got Jrue Holiday's heat map up, and you guys can see he's got a lot of areas that are now yellow and, of course, red on the screen right here on the court. Now, of course, that is going to tell you where he is hot from, where, of course, you are going to get some increased field goal percentages, and, of course, in the red is going to be a bigger boost to, of course, his increased field goal percentage. So you guys know where you're going to be hitting more shots from, with, of course, the player you are playing with. So make sure you guys are going into settings and turning on the heat map. Now, number two, of course, I want to say, guys, one of the best places to be at is, of course, going to be in practice.
We're talking about practice, man.
Practice is going to be a great place where you guys can go ahead and just practice out your characters, practice their skill moves, like if they have a step back, if they have dribble moves like the Sham God or something like that. But of course, go ahead and practice your shot timing and getting those extra increases in field goal percentages. Because of course, the more you practice, the better you're going to have a feel of your character, and the more shots you're going to hit. Now, when you go and shoot, you can see that there is a red zone, a yellow zone, and then a little blue zone. Now, of course, guys, if you guys are shooting in the red, you are releasing a little bit too early, and you're not going to get that added bonus of the increased field goal percentage from, of course, the shot timing. Now, of course, you can still hit these shots, guys, but it's going to be at a less frequent clip. And of course, if a defender is guarding you, you're pretty much not going to hit the shot at all. No, in the yellow, it's going to be a little bit better, but of course, you do want to go ahead and try to get that timing down to get it in that blue range right there, because you are going to get yourself that increased field percentage. And of course, if you are adding that increased field percentage plus your heat map, you are going to get even better odds of making that wide open shot, man. So make sure you guys are getting in practice, getting that timing down and all that goodness, guys. But yeah, man, like I said, practice is a really, really great place because you can practice your step backs, you can practice your dribble moves, and there's also, if you guys click on the little, I guess, a little weight trainer that some of the skill moves have, you can actually watch a dedicated video the move, how to execute it. So for, of course, a step back, it is just go ahead and drag down on the joystick and then go ahead and hit that shot button, and you're going to execute a step back, which is probably one of the most lethal skills in the game right now, just because it gives you that extra separation to make sure you guys have a wide open shot. So yeah, man, jump into practice, guys. Practice that timing, turn on your heat maps and all that goodness, guys. And of course, you can go ahead and practice your dunks, your layups, and all that stuff inside of practice. With no defense, it makes it a lot easier. And get your confidence in there when you do jump into 3v3 rank, and make sure you guys are hitting smarter shots and all that goodness. Now, of course, guys, another really, really big thing to go ahead and pay attention to is going to be what we call the contested area. Now, this is that fan-looking shape, and this is going to both help you on offense and defense, guys, all right? So when your player has that fan in front of him and it is blue like that right there, you are pretty much, when you take a jumper, it is going to be wide open. Now, of course, when it turns red like this, that means there is some defense in front of you and it's going to be a contested contested shot. It can either be lightly contested, moderately contested, or heavily contested. And if you are taking heavily contested shots, you are not going to make that shot at all. So again, you want to look at that fan shape area when you're on offense and defense and be mindful of what color it is, because if it's blue and you're on offense, you want to take that shot because it is going to be a wide open shot. And if it's red, do not take the shot because you're not going to make it. And that means, guys, you guys want to play mindful with your team. Try to get those open looks, set screens, pass the ball so you guys can get those wide open shots, because when you have wide open shots, hot zone, plus, of course, good timing, it's going to be almost an automatic bucket. Of course, moving on to defense and talking about that restricted area, like we said, the blue means that your opponent is going to have a wide open shot. And, of course, if it's red like that, you are going to get a contested shot. So while you're moving around on defense, or the opponent has the ball or something like that, or even when they don't have the ball, you want to stay mindful of the contested area, because hey man, when it is blue, it means wide open bucket, and when it is red, contested, and it means they're probably not gonna hit the shot. Now, of course, lightly contested, they have a good shot to make the shot. Moderately contested shot is a little bit harder. They can still hit it depending on how good that player, of course, shooting is for the mid-range, or if they're shooting a three-pointer, the timing and everything. But of course, if you have a heavily contested shot, it is pretty much a no-go. It is not going to be a basket, and you want to go ahead and try to get that rebound. So again, make sure the big thing on the to pay attention is on the constricted area, and just make sure you're mindful if your offense is players in my contested area. Is it red? Is it blue? Am I taking a better shot? And of course, if you are in defense, when my opponent is dribbling the ball, I want to try to make that contested area as red as possible. A thing that can help you is the defensive button, because it automatically kind of locks you in place to make sure you guys are staying in that contested area. But also, I do want to mention about the defensive button. You don't want to just hold down that defensive button, because if an opponent does do a crossover or a sham god or any type of dribble move, man, you're going to be in that defensive lock position and you're going to get your ankles broken. So again, you want to use that defensive button when you're kind of closer to the paint, and just use it mindfully. Just don't hold down that defensive button the whole time, because you will get your ankles broken. But you want to still be mindful of movement and staying in that restricted area. But yeah, man, that are going to be some of the tips and tricks we got for you guys in today's video. Hopefully you guys did learn some things and it did help. If it did, go ahead and smash that like button, guys. But of course, guys, the main takeaways, make sure you guys are turning on your heat maps, and about that restricted area, really be mindful about what color it is, where the positioning is, if you're on offense or defense, man. That is going to depend on if you are making buckets or, of course, defending buckets as well. But yeah, man, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys did learn, or this video did help you out a little bit. And if it did, go ahead and share it with all your buddies so you guys can all get better as well. But thank you guys so much for watching. Always stay hype, and we'll catch you guys soon. Peace!
What's up?